Hey everybody, it's Aaron and welcome back to the House of Aaron. Alright you guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. Today is Monday, so you already know what the fuck is going on. We're doing a Real Housewives of Atlanta review. It is episode... Okay, hold on. Let me look up what episode... I'm so unprepared when it comes to this kind of stuff. What episode is this? Episode 7 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. What would Michelle O do? Okay, I'm not good at the episode numbers and I'm not good at the episode names, so y'all forgive me. Y'all know I don't even like to go into all the details and the nook and crannies of it. I just go to the big parts of the episode, okay, and talk my shit, and I tell y'all what I think. We are about to get into some things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and of course, all of my social media links will be down in the description box below. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, you guys, Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 7. What would Michelle O do? It was good. Y'all already know that I had to write my notes down. It was a pretty good episode, okay? I was sipping on my wine and watching the whole scene. Well, it wasn't wine, it was liquor. It was brandy, okay? Sipping on that brandy. That liquor comes in handy. So I was a little litty watching the episode, and it was funny because Marlo and Portia were clearly drunk, okay? Pedaling, okay, throughout downtown Atlanta. It was hilarious. It's funny, like, when you're drunk, watching drunk people on television, like, I felt like I was on a different frequency, you know what I'm saying? So let's go to the Nene life coach situation. So she sits down with this life coach, and basically she's contemplating her friendships. She wants the sisterhood, she wants her friends back, but at the same time, she doesn't want to apologize for anything, and she doesn't want to be held responsible or be accountable for any of her actions, okay? Her life coach, like Keenan said on Watch What Happens Live, is failing her because that bitch should have put Nene in her place. How do you want a sisterhood? How do you want your friends back, but you don't want to apologize and you don't want to be held responsible for doing anything? And that's the issue with Nene. She feels like she's perfect. She feels like she doesn't do anything. And bitch, I can tell you a couple of things that you're doing wrong, but here's just two. That wig and those eyebrows, okay? Is it just me, or does Nene look like a Sesame Street character, okay? She looks like a Sesame Street puppet. She could be Tamar's cousin. Those blonde wigs, they be thinning. Like Wendy Williams got her ass together, and when she was like, bitch, your blonde wigs are too thin, okay? They're too frail. You need another bundle. You need 2 more tracks back there. Like, it's just too thin. They're too straight. It's just, Nene, what are you doing? Okay. And then you look like the Cookie Monster with these eyebrows. Not the Cookie Monster, but the green one. The one that lives in the trash can. Yes, that's what she looks like with them eyebrows. Okay. Like, those eyebrows are so thick, but you look like a puppet. It's not cute. I agree with Kenya. Your life coach is failing you because she should have put you in your place. She should have told you, girl, if you want to have friendships, if you want to be a part of this sister circle, okay, shout out to Quad and the rest of the girls from Sister Circle, then you need to apologize. You need to take responsibility. You need to let them know that you are here for them and that you're going to own up to your own actions, okay? She has an extremely bad habit of bringing in friends, being really cool with them, being real cozy with them, and then when somebody else comes along and they show them love and show them support and Nene's not getting all of the attention that she thinks she deserves, she turns on them. We've seen that time and time again where Nene has literally broken every bridge on the cast, and Nene knows that the only way to stay on this show is if you have a couple of friendships, okay? You cannot not be friends with nobody on the show but Marlo and Yvonne, because those bitches aren't even housewives, okay? And we're gonna get to Marlo S in this next scene, okay? So Portia and Marlo. Portia looks so cute in this scene. I was just like, oh my God. And speaking of her hair was a little thin too. You could tell that she only had 2 bundles in there. It's like, girl, but she hit it well because she had like the little Versace hat on, the dad hat. It was really, really super cute. And she had the Savage X Fenty bra, okay? So Portia is coming through with the looks. It was very, you know, mellow, very like workout gear. She looked like she was finna trail Stone Mountain. Portia, bitch, you look good as hell. Shout out to Lizzo. Marlo, you looked crazy as hell with that sequins, the hair, the makeup. It's just like, girl, you was doing too much. If you knew you was gonna be out in the hot sun, okay, in this scene, pedaling and doing physical activities, you should have dressed a little bit differently. So Marlo comes around the corner with a, y'all have seen them things. I don't know if they have them in other cities. They probably do, but in Atlanta, there's these new things popping up. They're like these trolley looking vehicles, but they have a bunch of seats and it's like a big long bar, okay, where you can smoke hookah and you can can drink and you can pedal and help the trolley thing like go around the city, okay? So yeah, Marlo comes up with the grand idea to do that, okay, on this lovely Sunday afternoon. She picks up Portia in her trolley. They got the hookah in their right hand, they got the Henny in their left, okay? Portia is nice, good, and drunk. Marlo is clearly a little bit toasted, and they're just having a kiki, okay? I definitely want to do one of these, okay? I may do this for my birthday, but my birthday is in March. So I don't know how that's going to work out with the weather, but maybe in the spring, summer, April, okay? We gonna do it like she by Sheree. So while they're riding around in the trolley or whatever, they're basically talking about friendships. They're talking about Dennis. They're talking about everything under the sun. Marlo's been like, girl, what's going on with you and Dennis? Like, you've been really private. Portia, I think, has dealt with this situation very well, being as though she's on a reality television show, because she has kept a lot of the details private, but has opened up her feelings and her emotions to the camera. And I feel like that's all you need to do. We don't need to know the details of how Dennis cheated or who he cheated with and all of this stuff, okay? We don't need to get into the nitty gritty, but I do appreciate Portia for being open, you know, sharing her vulnerabilities, being emotional, because thousands of women watching this show right now are going through the same damn thing with their men, okay? Because we all know these men ain't shit. But Marlo's basically like, I'm gonna make sure you and Dennis stay together, okay? I like Dennis. I fucks with Dennis, okay? Dennis is my boy, and y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to stay together. Men fuck up all the time. Y'all are a family now, so get it the fuck together. And I 100% agree with Marlo. Portia, stop playing. You know that man love you. You know you love him. Y'all have the family unit. Dennis, how could you stay mad at him? Like, he is just the cutest. He's like a cute teddy bear. Like, you just want to... He's so freaking adorable. But yeah, girl. And then they get on the conversation of Nene, okay? Marlo is like, if you can work it out with Dennis and his cheating ass, okay, you can work it out with Nene. And Portia's thing is like, bitch, you've crossed the line so many times. At this point, you don't even know how to be a friend. And I totally agree, okay? Nene does not know how to be a friend. The only time Nene knows how to be a fake friend is when you are kissing her ass. So Portia's like, fuck that bitch. She came for me while I was pregnant. She called me fat while I was breastfeeding my baby and daddy long legs and whatnot. And bitch, I am through with the hoe, okay? So Portia's just like, fuck that hoe. But she really did open up and was like, I'm hurt, okay? I'm upset, okay? And until Nene makes it right, we will not be friends. Moving on to the next scene, we have the models versus the mics. Eva, the diva, and Cynthia Bailey, they meet up with their not husbands, but Eva's husband, Mike, and Cynthia's soon-to-be husband, Mike, okay? They go to this place where you can eat and then play bowling, but it's not regular bowling. It's like when you throw a football at like some pins. Never seen it before, new to me. So they're at this restaurant and they're basically talking about the whole recording situation. And this is where we see Mike, okay, Cynthia, soon to be fiance, stand up for his woman. And I was so proud, okay? I was so proud of him because I was just like, yes, Mike, like stand up for your woman. Like this ain't even your real, officially your woman yet. And you are already like going in and going hard for her. He's like, whoever did this recording is fucked up. And if I find out who it is, they're gonna have to deal with me and this, that, and the third. And I was just like, yes, Mike Hill, okay? He is definitely husband material because you're not gonna mess with my girl. And then after that, they go play the football bowling or whatever the hell it was. And the mics were like, okay, if we win, Cynthia, your ass is moving to LA, okay? And Cynthia's like, okay, well, if the models win, your ass is moving to Atlanta. And here's the thing about that. Cynthia, let me just give you some advice because this actually did come up in the episode and I really need you to get it together or forget it forever. If you don't go out there and move to LA, you don't want to be in a situation like Kenya, okay? Kenya is literally fighting for her marriage. I feel like Kenya really wants that man and I feel like that man really don't want her. And they did not start off the relationship in a good space, okay? Because they didn't even know what they wanted. She married a man that didn't even help her really get the baby, okay? She had to inject those IVF shots into her own damn stomach. She is basically raising her child majority of the time by herself in Atlanta. She is basically spending her time in Atlanta by herself. You don't want to be in that situation, Cynthia. You don't want to be in the situation that you're 2 years in and on the brink of a divorce because you can't decide whether you want to move to LA or stay in Atlanta. Girl, move to LA and be on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I think that would have been so much more sickening than Garcelle Brevereau, or whatever her name is, the girl lady from the Jamie Foxx show. That would have been so much more organic. So guess who ended up winning the mics? Cynthia, bitch, your ass is moving to LA. Good riddance. Okay, so speaking of Kenya, okay, Kenya is, going to this lady lawyer person. She's trying to protect her assets. She really wants Brooklyn to be protected. She wants Brooklyn to have her house when she's dead and gone. Okay, she wants Brooklyn to have her business when she's dead and gone. And this is my advice for Kenya. We're not gonna stay on this long. Kenya, girl, you need to go talk to your husband. Okay, that's just that on that. That's just that on period. Talk to your husband because you're on the brink of a divorce. You do not need to be talking to this lawyer. You should have thought about that when your ass first got married, but you didn't. Talk to your husband and work it out. What the fuck is going on in that household, okay? You acting a little backwards around here, okay? So talk to your husband and see what's going on with that before you try to go to a lawyer and try to secure assets and do. Bitch, you should have signed a prenup. Like, that don't even make sense. It's not romantic. What is not romantic about a prenup? Bitch, just have lawyers draft up a contract, sign that shit, and get married. Like, I feel like people make prenups so much of a bigger deal than what it really is. A contract is not romantic. Do you know that marriage is a contract? Do you know that you have to go to courthouse and sign papers and do a blood test and do all this other stuff? Is that romantic? So I'm not buying that excuse when people say prenups aren't romantic. The whole contractual obligation of getting married is not romantic, okay? The wedding is romantic, but going to the courthouse, okay, signing papers, changing your names, that's not romantic either. So I don't buy that for 1 second. Mark is full of shit, okay? And I feel real bad for Kenya because she waited this long just to have a shitty man. Okay, moving right along. We're going to end it on this note. Portia and Dennis, they go to their therapy session with Dr. Sherry. And all in all, basically, they decide that they're going to work it out. Okay, so I'm super proud of them. Portia is on this road to forgiveness. She's on the road to having her family back together. And like I said before, how could you even be mad at Dennis? Because one, the man is super fucking fine, okay? And his pockets are long, okay? So bitch, you better secure the bag. All right, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Tell me what you guys thought about this episode. Y'all, I am so ready for Toronto. I'm so ready for Toronto. It's going to be so good. I feel like we're 7 episodes in and this season is still so slow. I feel like they're doing a lot of developments. They're doing a lot of character development and a lot of building of these storylines. But we're basically almost halfway through the season and it is still so slow. I'm a little bit disappointed because they hyped this season up so much. But anyways, let's have a dialogue in the comments. And don't forget to create a great day. Bye.